Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome to This is Football. Welcome to another special edition stream. Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm kind of doing things differently. I'm kind of doing things my way, a new way if you would like. I'm here to kind of discuss all Premier League clubs, not all obviously, the big six, the top six. My thoughts on the four things in the thumbnail. We're going to be talking Manchester United. We're going to be talking Liverpool Football Club. We're going to be talking Manchester City, Arsenal, and why I think Declan Rice is difference maker. There are so many different topics for me to discuss today. The reason why I went live on my own today is obviously a lot of the guys that I do work with are celebrating Christmas. So I don't want to disrespect them or their families or any of that by, asking people to like come on the channel and stuff like that. Even though I probably would have been able to, get people on the channel, but I respect everyone's right to have a day off. Everyone's right to celebrate. Everyone's right, to spend time with their family on this day because of course, I don't celebrate Christmas, but other people do. So because other people do celebrate it, then I didn't want to disrespect anyone and go like, yo, can you come on my channel, etc., etc., etc. So I just wanted to kind of do this solo kind of on my own, just kind of have fun, talk football, have a great time together. A-listers will not be tonight, obviously, as you guys can see, because two of the four members of A-listers are celebrating, and Igal is in London, so he has no internet or whatever. So yeah. So anyway, guys, before I get to the comment section, big up to all of you in the chat. Big up to okay, so my mouse decided not to work. Subhanallah. Hello, mouse, you fraud. Hello, mouse. Thank you. Big up to my guy Mo Do. Big up to Brax. Big up to Ozan, Captain Sal, Daniel, AK, man like footy judge Mo. Big up to everyone who joined in from his stream as well. Big up to Kingsman. Big up to Boschino. Big up to Endgame. Big up to Obrar. Who else am I bigging up? Big up Luke Skywalker. I see you on the terrace as well. Big up to you, Habibi. Big up to Addy. Big up to Gary Richards. Big up to Kosa Klopper. Big up to Wolves FI. Big up to you, my brother, and congratulations on your win against Chelsea. Big up to Bilal, the stripper man. Big up to you. Big up to Nawaf. Who else am I bigging up? Big up to the Big Six Diamond. Big up to Jay. Big up to Elias. Big up to Christopher. Sophia the Fraud. Mustafa. Big up to you. Big up to Duffers, Abdus, Estonian, Joe Cavalier. Big up to Reza. Big up to Yusuf. Big up to Macro. Big up to Hamza Stree. Big up to man like Shah. Big up to a man like Bognor. Big up to you guys. Listen, 200 people in here already. Wa alaikum salam, TKA. 200 people in here already. Shout out to every single one of you guys for your support in the month of December. The road to 25K continues. Guys, we want to achieve something great. I want to achieve something great with my people, with my subscribers, with the icons in the chat. I want to get to 25,000 subscribers before the end of the month. We are exactly 350 subscribers away. And we are exactly, if I discount today, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days away. So with the help of you guys, with the help of everyone in the stream, we could get to those numbers. And that is what we want to achieve by the end of 2023. I want to get to 25,000 subscribers. How can you help? I want you guys to hit the like button. I want you guys to subscribe to This is Football if you're yet to do so. Everyone right now, please slap up that like button. Don't just press it, slap the like button. Subscribe to This is Football. We should be on 100 likes already. If you have not yet subscribed. Get your friend's account, get your brother's account, your sister's account, your dad's account, subscribe with it. We need to subscribe. And of course, help get us to the target, which is 25K before the end of the year. So this is you watching us right now. I want you guys to hit this X, hit this like button, get us to 100 likes ASAP. And of course, share the video everywhere. Sharing the video is very important, so make sure you guys are sharing the videos everywhere as well. And big up for the love. And we're here to talk football. So let's just get into it, because there is a lot I do want to address. There is a lot I do want to talk about. I do want to talk about Manchester United. We're going to be talking Manchester City. We're going to be talking Liverpool and Arsenal. We're going to be talking all different things. So share, like, subscribe, and let us just get into it. And the first place I actually do want to start, big up to my guy Luke Skywalker as well with the first super chat of the stream. He says, smash the likes and subscribe. Big up to you, Luke. Tell him if they have not yet liked the video to like it. So this is what I want to do. I want to start with Manchester United. The reason why I want to start with Manchester United is, first of all, people, we are able to be objective despite not having fan of said club to talk about whatever. So I can be here talking about Manchester United while being completely objective, while not needing, like a Man United fan or a Man United rep or anything. This is what I do on Straight Facts anyway. When I go on the show with Terry on the Fridays, I just kind of speak my mind about all clubs and we can have good conversations. So this is why I want to have a good conversation about Manchester United, even though I hate them and I want them to fail. I want to talk about the Jim Ratcliffe takeover. First of all, from the outside looking in, as a rival fan, as someone who hates Manchester United, I understand why some Manchester United fans are upset, because their expectations were Qatar. So they were thinking Qatar are gonna see the entire operation at Manchester United. They're gonna take over from the Glazers. Glazers are gonna be gone. It's gonna be a Glazers out situation, and they're gonna be put into this position. Now, essentially what happened is now Jim Ratcliffe has taken over 25%. So basically what happened is 25% of the club has been taken over by Jim Ratcliffe. Now, I would be delusional if I sat up here and said, oh my God, this makes no difference. This would make a difference. Like, guys, if you don't support anyone, other than Man United, and you just sit up here and say, you're going to make no difference, you're just being fraudulent. Like, we all know it's going to make a difference because Man United have massive spending power. This is one thing we all need to just say it as it is and be honest to ourselves. What do Man United have? Money. They have an abundance of money. They have a lot of money. Now, the reason why I'm looking at Manchester United, I'm going like, shit, this might be a troublesome thing maybe 3, 4, 5 years from now. Because over the last 10 years, they've actually spent more money than Manchester City. So it's not like Manchester City have not spent, Manchester United have not spent money and they're broke and blah, blah, blah. No, like they've actually spent money. Jim Ratcliffe can fix Manchester United. I mean, look over the last 3, 4, 5 transfer windows. Imagine they never signed Anthony and they signed Moussa Diaby. Imagine they never signed Mason Mount and they signed McAllister. Imagine they never signed, I don't know, let me put in a good, imagine they never signed Casemiro as an example, and, they signed someone like a Rodri. These are all questions we can sit up here and we can talk about. Imagine they never signed Rasmus Højlund and they signed Lautaro Martinez. I just made Manchester United 75% better. Manchester United this season would have been in the title race. I'm just removing 3 players and adding 3 players as an example. So Jim Ratcliffe, despite him not being obviously what Manchester United fans want, he's more what we want, to be fair, because Qatar would elevate Man United to the next level. He still can fix Manchester United, and he still can get Manchester United back to the top, because it's all about them making the right decisions off the field. Because no one here, out of the 270 people watching us right now, none of you are going to say, Manchester United don't spend money, Manchester United are broke. Blah, blah. No one's saying that. We all know Manchester United spend money. We all know they have the spending power. Every year they make close to 600, 700 million anyway. So they make a lot of money commercially, despite them being crap, despite them being shit. Because they've done so much marketing work over the last 20, 30 years, they've overtaken everyone in the Premier League. And because they've overtaken everyone in the Premier League, they have a foundation, a basis to build upon of them making money year in, year out, year in, year out. Now, the new director of football, or Jim Ratcliffe, essentially overseeing the footballing operations of Manchester United, should lead to them having better results as long as they spend money smartly. Now, if I am in charge of Manchester United, I am making a no star player rule. For the next 2 years, I am going to be fixing the stadium. I am not going to allow the cafeteria to serve raw chicken. I'm going to get a manager who is not stubborn, who is a good man manager, who is, actually not stubborn is a wrong idea, because usually stubborn managers are good. I'm going to get a manager of caliber. I'm going to get a manager who could change a club. I'm going to get a manager who can fix Manchester United, and at the same time, a manager who could work with youngsters, a manager who could improve youngsters, but a manager who will not make all the transfer decisions because I'll be making them alongside him. Now, what Manchester United should do over the next 3-4 years is not sign a single superstar. Do not sign a single superstar. Sign 23, 24, 25-year-olds, up-and-coming stars, alongside experienced players who can elevate them to the next level. They should be signing Opendas, youngsters, 22-year-olds, 23-year-olds, 24-year-olds, 25-year-olds, players who are ready to take that step up to the next level and fight on the pitch. What they cannot sign are finished players like a Casemiro, who was obviously, listen, you guys need to understand something. If Real Madrid or Barcelona are willing to let go of a football player, then he ain't really that good. Like, let's be honest. When's the last time a Barcelona player or a Real Madrid player got sold and he tore it up elsewhere? It's usually players at the end of their careers. Currently, you look at the Man United, the Real Madrid team, it's like a Kroos and a Modric, or like would the Real Madrid? How many summers in a row have we wanted Tchouaméni? Would Real Madrid accept selling Tchouaméni? No, they won't. So because they won't accept selling Tchouaméni, this is the position that they're in. So it's been a really long time since Manchester United, since Real Madrid or Barcelona sold a guy and he went on to tear it up at another club. It's usually, players who are either expired or players they don't think is good enough. So with Manchester United, they just need someone to come in, make football decisions, make smart football decisions, make decisions off the pitch that would take Manchester United to the next level, and they can fix the club. This is the thing. This is a lot easier than what people think. And I know Man United fans might not want to hear this, but hold that because this is the truth. They should just look at Liverpool and Arsenal. Liverpool and Arsenal have way less spending power than Manchester United, but Liverpool and Arsenal have fixed the structure, are making usually smart footballing decisions off the pitch, and they're taking themselves to the next level. Simple as. So, are Man United fixable? Yes. Do they need to make a series of correct decisions to fix the club? Of course. So this is one of the things that I do speak about when it comes to Man United, despite them being the rivals. I can recognize that, of course, Jim Ratcliffe is going to make a difference. Let me read a couple of the super chats. Big up to Bilal, who says, what's your opinion on Julian Ward? I think Julian Ward got a little bit of unfair criticism at his time at Liverpool Football Club. I don't think it's necessarily his fault. I think Klopp was the main culprit of why we were where we were last season, and I stick by it, and I will not change it now. I never became Klopp out because obviously of his track record, because of what he has achieved at the football club. Tom Little was Klopp out. I wasn't. But with Julian Ward, I feel like he got so much unnecessary criticism. A lot wasn't his fault. And thank you for spending the $3 you could have spent on a stripper, you fraud. United is history. Maybe have a comeback by 2027, 2028. But that's what they should aim for. 2-3 years from now, we're going to win stuff. That is what Manchester United should be aiming for. Because in the short term, they cannot adopt the philosophy of, we're Manchester United, we're the biggest club in the world. That stuff doesn't work, So they need to take a step-by-step process and build it up. Big up to JJ Ash once again. Big up to you. Thank you so much for the super chat, Habibi. He says, Husam, the reality, United need a major overhaul, Ratcliffe or otherwise, and that's a big if, assuming they get the right pieces together, they still need 2 to 3 years minimum. Let's laugh at them in the meantime. Of course, we will be laughing at them. Big up to you as well for the super chat, W's for my guy, JJ Ash. And second of all, this is what I'm trying to explain to these Man United fans. You have to be patient. Process sometimes is a buzzword. But it's not a buzzword with me because I recognize what the process should be. Me looking at Manchester United right now, of course they can be fixed. Why do we talk like it's the worst club in the history and they cannot be fixed and they're screwed forever? Of course there is room for them to be fixed. Of course they can be fixed. But it's just about making a series of right decisions. Don't go get Carlo Ancelotti, 3-4 25-year-olds, because that's a mixture that doesn't work. Look at Chelsea. At the same time, don't sign 20 youngsters. Make a good mixture. 28, 29, 24, 23 players who are ready to make the step up, players who are ready to take it to the next level. These are the things that make the difference. So when I'm looking at Jim Ratcliffe, if he gets the right people in, if he gets a proper sporting director in, a proper negotiator in, and a manager who could elevate Manchester United, then of course they can fix their football club. So it's come up here and say they can't fix it. It's just BS, to be honest with you. Big up to Vegas Gunner says, big up Hussam. I don't like how the Glazers used Qatari clout to raise the value of their club. They had no intention of selling to them. Here's the thing, Vegas Gunner. First of all, Sheikh Jassim, call me. I have a club for sale. Liverpool Football Club for sale. Liverpool Football Club for sale. Hey, Sheikh, call me. Let's get this done, Habibi. Call me. You get me? I can be the centerpiece between the Qatar and the Liverpool takeover. Let's do this. Second of all, I have to give credit to the Glazers, and even Man United fans might not want to hear this, but I'm going to be honest. The Glazers are just smart businessmen. This is just what they do. Like them, hate them, despise them, can't stand them. The Glazers, in terms of being a good businessmen, they're good businessmen. They're smart businessmen. So obviously they used Qatar, or they used that whole situation to just get more money out of Jim Ratcliffe. And the reality is, when it comes to Jim Ratcliffe, he still can fix Manchester United. So, and this is basically what happened, okay? Manchester United had no car. Manchester United were starving. Someone came and said, you're going to get a Ferrari. They got all excited. 2 months later, he came and said, nope, you're not going to get a Ferrari. You're going to get a Ford F-150 truck. They're now less excited, but they still recognize, okay, I'm still getting a car. I don't have to walk every day. So it still is a step to the right direction in terms of getting rid of the Glazers long term if Jim Ratcliffe buys them. So that's what I would say. But it's about him making the right decisions. Simple as. Big up to my guy Tim Collar, says, who would be the perfect signing for any club if being realistic? No, but who are you asking this for, Tim? Are you asking for Man United because this is the current topic, or are you asking for the top 6 teams? Who in general are you asking about? Because I feel like this is way too much of a general question. Palhinha would be perfect for Liverpool. I think Ivan Toney would be great for Liverpool, for Arsenal, for Chelsea. I think an Inacio would be very good for us. I think he would be very good for Spurs. I think he'd be very good for multiple clubs. I look at someone like an Openda. He'd be very good for us. There are many like answers on this question. So yeah. I feel like it just depends who you're asking for, because the reality is there are many signings that could make many clubs better come this January. And we could see the impact of signings like a Declan Rice, which I will be speaking about in a later segment. So stick around for that. Big up to you, Tim, my guy. I appreciate you. Big up to Queen Nadra. Thank you so much, Nadra. Big up to you for the love. She says, big up Hussam. Are we going to sign players in January? Nadra, I spoke to my guy today. I was like, listen, when can you speak? He's like, yo, I'm kind of busy with the family next 2-3 days. After that, I will be able to speak, inshallah. So you guys know me. I don't do no ITK business. I don't do none of that shit. I can come up here every day and go like, guys, we're going to sign Palhinha. 10,000 views. I don't do that. And you guys can go look at my YouTube. In my YouTube channel, most viewed streams are all transfer news, but I haven't spoken to my guy yet. When I am able to speak to him and get you guys information, I will give you guys the information that I know. So inshallah, when I get to know, I will let you guys know, inshallah. So yeah, big up to you, Nadra. Thank you so much for the super chat. Just came in to like and super chat, show support. And now I'm gonna go kind of relate what Man United fans are saying about Ten Hag to Ratcliffe in a bit, because I feel like I want to get Man United out of the way before I go to the title race and stuff like that. People think I can't do this, bro. I could talk football for the next 3 hours with these. Big up to you, Kenneth. And thank you for the super chat, Habibi. And make sure you guys are listening to him. 331 people in here. Make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel if you are yet to do so. Everyone slap the like button. Everyone share the video everywhere. Everyone subscribe. Everyone tell your friends about the channel. We want to get to 25k subscribers before the end of the year, inshallah. So please like and subscribe now and keep showing us all the love and support that you guys are showing us. Big up all my super chatters. You guys are absolutely elite. I'm always humbled by you guys' support. Big up to JJ Ash, who says, what's Ratcliffe's record? Nice. Anyone claiming he will 100% elevate Man United will be having a laugh. By the way, Tony told me yesterday he's Emirates. But there you are, JJ Ash. There you are. So apparently, Ivan Toney called JJ Ash from This Is Football and told him, that he's going to be joining Arsenal. Yeah, where you make this stuff? Where do you make this stuff? And when it comes to Nice, growing up, I knew about Olympique Lyon. I knew about Marseille. I knew about Saint Etienne. To a smaller degree, I knew about PSG. I knew about Bordeaux. I've never heard of Nice before. Nice are second in the Ligue A. So we have to give them credit. So at the same time, as much as I want to sit up here and shit on Man United, I have to give the Ratcliffe guy credit and go like, you know what? They're actually second in League A, even though Nice are nobodies. Let's be real about stuff. Like, let's be honest. Now, as I said, hit the like button, subscribe, share the video as well. Now, I want to defend Man United fans here. And listen, this is probably the most objective I've ever been on a video, because I do like to have fun, of course, as always. But today I feel like I just want to be objective, and because I'm doing a solo video, no panelists, because I want to respect everyone's right to celebrate on this day. I didn't want to disrespect anyone and tell them to come join my stream or any of that, because I know people, you know, are celebrating and stuff. I'll defend Man United fans here. The people who want Ten Hag out, I understand. The people who want Ten Hag in, I understand. I don't think Man United fans are wrong in either scenario. I'll tell you why. People who want Ten Hag in just suffer from heavy PTSD. They're like, okay, so we sacked Moyes, it didn't solve anything. We sacked Van Gaal, it didn't solve anything. We sacked Mourinho, it didn't solve anything. We sacked Oli, it didn't solve anything. We sacked, Ranić, it didn't solve anything. We're gonna sack Ten Hag now, it doesn't solve anything. So I understand where they're coming from. They're essentially saying, if we sack now another manager, we're gonna go nowhere. I'll tell you why Ten Hag outers though are more correct. If Jim Ratcliffe comes in now to Manchester United and he changes the culture and he wants to get his own manager in, someone with the stubbornness and the poor management of Ten Hag will only take Manchester United to a certain level and will not go above it. I think Ten Hag's ceiling at Manchester United is third and a trophy. Like, I think if you're telling me, Husam, what do you think Ten Hag's best ever season would be for Man United if he stayed for the next 5 years? I'd say maybe he'd finish third and win the FA Cup type thing. The West Ham game is a prime indicator of why Ten Hag's stubbornness will be a problem on the football pitch, which Man United fans care about the most, of course. He goes away to Anfield, plays Amrabat, Mainu, McTominay. He absolutely, of course, as we know, frustrates Liverpool, my club, frustrates Liverpool, gets away with a 0-0 win at Anfield. And everyone's going like, okay, is he going to do this for the West Ham game? Now, you watch the West Ham game, you look at the midfield three, and you're like, has this guy not really learned anything? People will be saying, Husam, we cannot drop Bruno. Bruno is one of our better players. You don't have to drop Bruno. But from a balance perspective, that midfield three, all he had to do really was just take off McTominay, put in Bruno, keep the balance of the team because someone is helping Mainu next to him in Amrabat. You look at the midfield three, and you're like, this midfield three just has no balance whatsoever. Mainu, Amrabat, McTominay, balance. Mainu, Amrabat, Bruno, there's a balance. Mainu, Bruno, McTominay, there is no balance. Since the beginning of time, since football has been played, a 4-2-3-1 is 2 DMs and a 10. That's just how it works. So it's Amrabat, Mainu with one of the other two in front of them. Or a DM and 2 8s. Is Bruno an 8? No. Is McTominay an 8? No. So it doesn't work either. So there was a severe lack of balance, and you could tell because the front line did not receive the ball whatsoever. The front line did not get the ball at all from the Manchester United midfield because there was no balance. Because West Ham played the smartest game you could play against Manchester United, and they're like, you know what we're gonna do? This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna allow you to pass the ball between your center backs 500 times if need be. You can have your 65% possession. You can have your 70% possession. Let the Kambuale, I think his name is, let Wan-Bissaka, let Luke Shaw, let, who's the center back that played that game, Yach? Let Johnny Evans pass the ball to each other 500 times. We don't care. Keep the ball as much as you want. We will not press them. The reason why they played that smart game is they recognize as soon as Mainu gets the ball, McTominay and Bruno are probably too far spread apart from him for him to make a smart decision. So in midfields, it's not always about putting the three best players on the available together. No, it's about balance. Balance is the thing, guys, in football. Balance is an important thing in football. I'm going to talk about my club personally when it comes to our balance later on. Stick around. I'm going to be discussing most clubs. So I'm looking at the balance of the team and I'm like, okay, there's clearly a problem in terms of balance. All Ten Hag had to do was drop McTominay, bring back Bruno, keep Amrabat and Mainu next to each other because that's the most balanced midfield you could put out. And if you're so insistent on playing McTominay, hell, play a four-man midfield. Or even if you want to take a risk, play McTominay as the striker. But what you cannot do is play McTominay, Bruno next to each other, and then because essentially you're just killing your DM. And that was the problem. And this is where Ten Hag's stubbornness comes in. Now, for me, I think when Jim Ratcliffe comes in, he's gonna give Ten Hag enough time to just get himself sacked, basically. I think he doesn't come in and sack him directly, but I think he will give him enough time to just get himself sacked. So yeah, that's what I would say. So for me, I'm looking at the situation with Jim Ratcliffe. Big up to you, JJ Habibi. We can look at the situation with Jim Ratcliffe and go like, I don't think he walks in and the next day he sacks him, but at the same time, I just think he's going to give him enough time to just go like, okay, you're going to get yourself sacked here type thing. So yeah, that's what I basically say. Anyway, big up to Kenneth, big up to Nadra, big up to Vegas Gunner, big up to Tim, JJ, Bilal, and Luke. And speaking of JJ and Vegas Gunner, next topic will be the title race. And I want to be including Manchester City first because, guys, I feel like I've had an epiphany when it comes to the title race. And I want to talk to you guys now about it. Before I do so, as I said, guys, big up to you for the love. All the super chatters are going to get shout-outs as the video continues. Make sure you guys are liking. Make sure you guys are subscribing. Hit the like button. Subscribe to This Is Football if you're yet to do so. Keep getting involved in the chat. Chat has been very, very reactive with me. So big up to you guys. Keep getting involved in the chat, Habibis, and let's just keep this party going. So, guys, I've had an epiphany. I've had a swift change of mind here. The Liverpool Arsenal game, has made me have a strong opinion about something. I think unless Liverpool or Arsenal buy players in January, Manchester City are winning the league. I don't think we have any chance without us signing players. And I'm speaking for both clubs. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why it's based on the Liverpool Arsenal game. I'm going to break it down. When it comes to the Liverpool Arsenal game, you know what that proved? Liverpool and Arsenal both don't have enough killers. Liverpool don't have enough killers. Arsenal do not have enough killers. There's only two scenarios in which Liverpool or Arsenal win this league. Either Martinelli, Nketiah, Jesus, Diaz, Nunez, Gakpo step up, or they buy players. There is no other solution. There's no other solution. Because if we're being honest now, it's been 2 days since the game's been played. We can now, there's no more emotions attached. We can just be real about it. That game, Liverpool were there for the taking and Arsenal were there for the taking. I'm watching that game thinking, both teams really have no killers. I'm looking at Manchester City and I'm going like, KDB is coming back. Haaland is coming back. Shit. They're coming back from Saudi as World Cup winners. And I'm thinking now, did we jump the gun too early on this whole City winning the league stuff? You look at Arsenal, other than Bukayo Saka, no one's scoring goals. You look at us, other than Mo Salah, at a higher level than Saka, of course, no one's scoring goals. You watch that game, and you're like, okay, Liverpool were the better team, maybe 55-45. But at the same time, the reason why Liverpool didn't win the game is a crystal clear lack of killer. Why Arsenal didn't win the game is a crystal clear lack of killer. And I'm looking at Manchester City now because there's a third horse in this whole race that takes on Everton this Wednesday that I'm going like, okay, so Haaland comes back. That's already someone who's involved with 45% of their goals this season. Erling Haaland has been out for the last 4 or 5 games, and he's still been involved with 45% of Manchester City's goals. Now, that same Erling Haaland is gonna score you minimum. I'm gonna be very nice about it. I'm gonna say he's gonna score minimum 29, 28 Premier League goals. Who's doing that for any of the other 2 clubs? No one. Kevin De Bruyne, I'm not even gonna exaggerate. Kevin De Bruyne is coming back. He's gonna be obviously a elevator for Manchester City to take them to the next level. So I'm watching Manchester City and I'm thinking they really are the favorites to win it all. I fully believe right now Manchester City are going to win this league title unless January is a difference maker for Arsenal and for Liverpool. And you look at this Manchester City team and you're like, okay, Rodri's there, Haaland's there, KDB's there. You've got their defense, who maybe hasn't been as reliable this season, but I think they're going to eventually get their shit together. I'm looking at this Man City team and I'm like, this is them 5 points behind us in a crisis without KDB and without Haaland. So I'm just asking myself, okay, so what happens when KDB and Haaland come back? Big problems. Big problems will be happening. I think from January 1st until January 31st, Liverpool and Arsenal don't sign players, Manchester City win the league. Simple. And the reason why I really believe that is, as much as defense wins you titles, attack needs to win you some games. Like, defense wins you titles does not mean you just cannot put the ball in the back of the net because the defense will win you every game. That's kind of not how it works. Because every now and then Van Dijk might make a mistake. Every now and then Robertson might make a mistake. Every now and then, a Saliba can make a mistake, or a Gabriel can make a mistake, or whoever can make a mistake. So you need your forward line to bring you out of the gutter. And I think that is what Manchester City has over Arsenal and Liverpool, which I will be moving on now next to speak about them a bit more in depth. Because when I look at Liverpool and Arsenal, and here's now where, maybe you're thinking on the thumbnail, why is Declan Rice on the thumbnail? Why is etc. on the thumbnail? And now I want to talk about it. Guys, people don't like hearing certain things. People don't like hearing certain things because sometimes the truth hurts people. Sometimes the truth hurts people. Arsenal, by the way, make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. Arsenal got exactly what they're asking for with the Declan Rice transfer. Exactly. Declan Rice is a massive straight jacket. Says, imagine if we had beaten Man Utd the North. Straight jacket, if I go back to the quadruple charge season, imagine we had beaten Manchester City at Anfield. Imagine we had beaten Arsenal away. I believe it was. We didn't beat that season. Imagine we had beaten this team. Imagine we had beaten that team. Straight jacket, that's kind of not how football works, my brother. There's no such thing as imagine we had beaten. We did not beat them. And for the reasons I'm about to speak about now in a second, so stick around. But I appreciate you for the super chat. Thank you so much, Habibi. If I just use the imagine logic, imagine we beat Luton. Imagine we beat Brighton. Those 2 teams we beat were top of the league right now, so obviously it makes a difference. Declan Rice is the exact reason why spending money will elevate you to the next level. If you make the right transfer signings, you win the league. Manchester City are not at their best. Manchester City are going through a crisis, and Manchester City are only 5 points behind Liverpool and Arsenal. So you're sat there going like, okay, this club is in a crisis and they're only 5 points behind. They've got Haaland coming back, KDB coming back. Now I look at Arsenal Arsenal crystal clearly need a striker. 100% Arsenal need a striker. I think Arsenal need an 8 as well, because Thomas Partey is about as reliable as a I don't even know what example to use, but he's just not unreliable. He's always injured. He's never fit, never available when Arsenal want him. He's fit for Bournemouth at home. He's never fit for Anfield away or Etihad away. I look at Liverpool Football Club. We need a centre back. We need a DM. And you want to hear the fucked up part? The way Nunez, Gakpo, Jota, and Diaz been playing, we also need a forward. So I'm looking at this Liverpool team. We need a forward. Arsenal need a forward. Arsenal need an 8. We need a DM. We possibly need a center. We're not possibly. Center back is probably a bigger even priority than even DM. So I'm thinking now, okay, will Liverpool or Arsenal spend 100 million on these two players and win the league this season? Now, if they spend the money and they win the league this season, then they've done what's required. Now, Liverpool Football Club, let's not forget, 5 months ago, we were going to get our own version of Declan Rice. We were going to get Moises Caicedo. Now, please don't come at me with what he's doing at Chelsea, because Chelsea are a cesspit. Chelsea are the sewage. Chelsea are the crap of the Premier League. Chelsea have spent 1 billion and are in 10th place or 11th place. Let me check. Where is Chelsea even in the table? Let me check quickly. Chelsea are 10th. They're level on points with Wolves and Bournemouth. Wolves FI, who's in the chat right now, can look at Chelsea fans straight in the face and go like, I beat you and we're on the same points as you. Chelsea are not a measuring stick, because Enzo is not crap, Caicedo is not crap, Badiashile is not crap. You watch Chelsea and you're like, I can tell that there is something about these players. They're obviously not crap. So Liverpool were going to get their own version of Rice 5 months ago with Caicedo. So please don't come at me and go like, are you seeing how Caicedo is playing for Chelsea? It doesn't matter, because he would not be playing like that for Liverpool. He'd probably be one of the better DMs in the league. And instead of us having a Bissouma Rice argument with these dumbass Spurs fans who are frauds, we would at least be having a Caicedo Rice arguments between Liverpool and Arsenal, who are both top of the league, unlike those bottle jobs who wear white. So, we would have had a real argument with Caicedo and Rice. And you look at the summer, when Arsenal signed Declan Rice, that was when I changed my mind and I said Arsenal are going to win the league because of Declan Rice. And transfers and players like that elevate your football club. People love to talk about systems. People love to talk about the style of play. Are Arsenal, creating as many chances? And I feel like the conversations between Liverpool fans and each other and the Arsenal fans and each other are so similar. Arteta got nothing to do with Martinelli not being able to dribble past his fullback. Jurgen Klopp got nothing to do with Luis Diaz not being able to dribble past his fullback. Arteta got nothing to do with Nketiah, Jesus, Trossard not scoring enough goals. Same way, Jurgen Klopp got nothing to do with Gakpo, Nunez, and Jota not scoring enough goals. So you're watching these both teams, and the reason why I've done the turn now, and I think if we don't sign anyone in January for both clubs, and I know Arsenal fans would agree with me as well, if none of us sign players this January, City are walking this league. I'm sorry. Because you look at the way that our forward line is playing. One forward line is Mo Salah and Inshallah, and the other forward line is Bukayo Saka and Inshallah. And Bukayo Saka ain't even as good as Mo Salah. So it's just like, it's even an even worse situation. Luis Diaz got 3 goals in 16, 17 games. Martinelli got 2 goals in 15 games. It's just like, okay, there's clearly a problem in scoring goals. So when I look at our forward lines, and I'm saying our because I think it applies to both clubs, Liverpool or Arsenal sign a forward who can put the ball in the back of the net, immediately that forward is taking you 5, 6, 7, 8 plus points clear. It's just that's just basic football right there. Because I know for a fact all the chances that Mo Salah created for Darwin Nunez, had they fell to a better forward, he'd be on 10, 11 goals right now. Mo Salah would be on 15 assists, and we'd be top of the league convincingly. All the chances that fall to Jesus or Nketiah or etc., had it fell to Tony or an Osimhen, I know Arsenal will be top of the league comfortably, and this is just a matter of fact. So the personnel here makes a difference. Now, you want to hear the problem? There's a bigger problem here. The problem is as follows. Around world football, the clinical forwards are as follows. Erling Haaland, Harry Kane, Robert Lewandowski, and yeah, those are the only number 9s I can really think of. Are they attainable? Can Liverpool sign Harry Kane? No. Can Arsenal sign Lewandowski? No. Can, Liverpool sign, I don't know, Erling Haaland? Of course not. So now you've got to talk about the level just below that. Ivan Toney, of course, is not as good as Harry Kane. Of course, guys. Victor Osimhen, of course, is not as good as Erling Haaland. Of course, we know this. This is just the fact. People like to shit on Haaland, but I will always be honest. These players are not as good as the tier above them. But at the same time, which difference is bigger? Kane to Osimhen or Osimhen to Jesus and Nunez and Gakpo and these guys? This is the thing. This is the thing that I'm just thinking about right now. Which here is the bigger difference? And I want you guys to answer me in the chat right now. So let's assume Kane, Haaland are just the 2 best strikers in the world right now, and they're a level above everyone else. Which is a bigger space? Kane, Tony, Nunez. Do you think Ivan Toney is closer to Kane or closer to Nunez? Let me know, chat, as an example. Do you think Ivan Toney is closer to Haaland or closer to Jesus or to the Arsenal forwards who are letting them down as well, same way? I'm looking at it right now and I'm thinking, Ivan Toney is probably a lot more closer to Harry Kane than he is to Darwin Nunez. Like, I think Ivan Toney would minimum have 10 goals in this Liverpool team. I think the game against Luton, he would have probably scored at least a header. That's 3 points right there. The game against Brighton, he would have got one. Maybe the game against Arsenal or the game against United, he would have got one. That alone is 4 more goals right there. That's 12 points. That's 8 points, 7 points, 9 points. I think Ivan Toney is closer to Erling Haaland, and Victor Osimhen is closer to Harry Kane than they are to Nunez and Jesus and all these guys who are just not putting the ball in the back of the net, which remains the biggest problem for both clubs. Because you look at Arsenal and Liverpool, both have the strongest defenses in the league. That's the result of Virgil van Dijk. That's the result of William Saliba. That's the result of Trent elevating. That's the result of, Gabriel being an unbelievable defender. That's the result of all of this happening. When you look at the Liverpool Arsenal game, Gabriel, Saliba, Van Dijk, Konate were the 4 best players on the pitch. Is that a compliment or is that a damning thing when you think about it? If you just take a step back and you go like, okay, why were Konate, Saliba, Van Dijk, and Gabriel the 4 best players on the pitch? Is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? And you're looking at it now and going like, shit, that was actually probably in hindsight, that's a bad thing. Because in a game like this, you need a forward to step up and be a killer. I know Mo Salah is a gunman. I know Mo Salah is going to get me a goal. Who's going to step up alongside him? Who's going to put, the ball in the back of the net? Who's going to, elevate himself in the big moment and score goals? So I'm just thinking like, okay, I can rely on my center backs. I can rely on my left back and my right back. I'm gonna miss Tsimikas, by the way, because Tsimikas was playing at the best fullback in the league level. Tsimikas was cooking. I'm looking at the forward line and I'm going like, shit, these guys really can't score, These guys really can't score. And I'm thinking about it now. As a Liverpool fan, can I live with Endo, McAllister, and whoever till May if I can get a center back and a striker? Yes. DM is now no longer top priority. DM, hold that. come back in line. You're now at the back of the queue. I'm looking now and I'm thinking, okay, now I need a forward and now I need a center back. The reason why I need a center back, big up my guy Terry in the chat as well. I don't know if that's Terry or KJ. Big up to you. That's actually the real football terrace. Big up to the football terrace in the chat. Big up to you guys. To you guys. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. The reason I'm saying that is Joel Matip is out till the end of the season. Everyone here knows Liverpool were going to buy a center back next summer anyway. Instead of waiting 6 months for no reason whatsoever, might as well just get the bloody center back now. Let him get used to the style of play, to the system, maybe win a couple of trophies and elevate himself. Simple. It's not really that much to ask for. It's not that difficult. So all I'm saying is I can live with Endo and McAllister. I cannot live with Gomez and Kwanzaa playing center back. I cannot live with Nunez, Gakpo, Jota, and Diaz just missing every chance. So this is the problem. It's actually Terry. Big up to you, Terry. Big up to you, Terry. Shout out Terry, man. I saw his video earlier on. He put up on the terrace. Make sure you guys go check that out. He started out my straight facts with him as well. Listen, this year has been incredible on the football terrace. You know, inshallah, when I make my account where I just my YouTube. My second YouTube where I just talk about like life and other things, that got nothing to do with football. I'm actually going to talk about Terry. I'm going to tell you guys how he's actually one of the better people on this whole platform, unlike what many people say. Before I spoke to Terry, everyone told me Terry's an asshole. Until I worked with them, I realized they're the assholes, not him. Big up my guy Terry, man. Big up to you. Big up to my guy JJ Ash, who says KDB won't be the old KTB after such a surgery. City will be in the mix, don't get me wrong, but definitely not going to win it 100%. Will remind you in May. Talbak Mansaf, if I get it right. Ibshar Habibi. Inshallah, I'll get you a Mansaf if you do it right. But this all changes in January, JJ Ash. If Arsenal sign a forward, Arsenal win the league. If Liverpool sign a forward and a centre back, Liverpool win the league. Simple. There is a league title to be won. The only way we win the league title is if we get a forward who can put the ball in the back of the net. It's not that difficult. Can someone rise up with Mo Salah, please? Someone rise up. Rise up. Help the guy out. He just dribbled past Zinchenko, scored an unbelievable goal. And none of you others can put the ball in the back of the net. Yet I'm supposed to blame Mo Salah. Unbelievable. 100%. Big up to you, Terry. Big up to Bimero, who says Liverpool must win Europa and Carabao. I'm going to have a bit more in depth about Liverpool in a second, but what I do not want is us to just leave the season with a Carabao Cup and call it quits if we cannot win the league. Because for me, if we sign no one in January, we're not winning the league. I've ruled us off. I've ruled us out from August. I'm not waiting now to rule us off. I've ruled us off from long ago. Big up to my guy Nketiah's lawyer, who says Rice is more crucial for us than Partey. Fans forget Partey was a box-to-box 8 when he was signed. Rice kills off attacks and barely loses focus. Here's the thing with the Rice situation. First of all, Rice is definitely better than Partey. Second of all, I always say English players are overrated and underrated at the same time because people will refuse to elevate them to a level, just because his name is not Ricinho or whatever, or because he doesn't look like Ronaldinho on the ball. I look at Declan Rice and I'm like, that's clearly a difference maker. He's better than all the DMs in the league this season based on form. If you tell me Husam, who would you sign tomorrow? Of course, it's Rodri. But based on form this season, Declan Rice has been the best 6 in the league for me. And he just can do everything on the pitch. And he's just been available. And people don't like to hear this, but availability is an ability, Habibi. Can you play on the pitch when I need you, or are you always going to be injured like a Thiago or whoever? So, just imagine his name's Ricinho. You always ranting City not winning the league. However, you try to spin it that they don't have the same caliber players anymore, as it is, by the way. And like you put it, big up to Duffers. As soon as Selection put in the super chat, he actually wrote Selection half listening again. See, Selection, your problem? Forget me. If you want to say I'm a fraud, no problem, I'm a fraud. Why are people in the chat noticing that you're half listening? First of all, Selection, remember what you said you would send me as a super chat. if Mo Salah is our top goal scorer this season, because you thought Nunez or Jota or one of the others is going to be top goal scorers. Good luck with that, pal. Good luck with that, pal, the way that they're playing. Second of all, I'm ranting about City not winning the league, but people can change their opinions based on the fact. And despite Arsenal being top of the league and Liverpool being a point behind, when watching Liverpool versus Arsenal, as per usual, you don't listen. There are no killers. Mane was a killer. Firmino was a killer. Hell, Divock Origi is probably a bigger killer than all the other forwards we have right now. We have one killer, Mo Salah. If you tell me right now, one one-on-one to save your life, Mo Salah, take it. One penalty to save your life, Mo Salah, take it. All of that. So I'm looking at our forward line. Diaz, 3 goals in 17. Gakpo, 2 goals in 16. Nunez, 4 goals in 17. Jota, 4 goals in 12. Even Jota, who everyone's like, we miss Jota. Yeah, hell yeah, we miss Jota. But 4 goals in 12 ain't really, scary. Like, we need someone who can put the ball at the back of the net at a high level. And I think Ivan Toney is that. And can I tell you a sneaky opinion about Ivan Toney? I think Ivan Toney is actually Jogo Bonito as well. I think Ivan Toney has a Jogo Bonito side to him. Once again, just because his name's Ivan doesn't mean he's not a very good technical footballer. Bro, the guy can hold up the ball. He can get everyone involved. And this is the thing. My guy, Sidi, been on this train with me for a long time. You see people who have called this shit out from a while ago, has called this shit from a while ago. Everyone other than Mo Salah is literally just vibes and chaos and well, after, you know what pissed me off the most? I got sent a video, on Twitter. A guy posted it on Twitter. He's like, "Oh my God, look how Nunez is upset after the Man United game. Can he score goals? No, but he can be upset after we've drawn a game 0-0 to a shit team." Like, what? Can we stop as a football fan culture babying football players who get 150,000, 200,000 grand a week? Can we stop babying them? Oh my God, Nunez cried. Fuck his tears. How about he scores goals? Because I'm gonna cry at the end of the season if he don't put the ball in the back of the net. Simple. People always join in the shit that I say. You see, now I'm gonna get pissed off. People always join in the shit that I say. Everything I say, people call me crazy. 6 months later, they all say the same shit that I said. Last summer, get behind the lads. Get behind, believe in Klopp, believe in Endo, believe in Gravenberg, blah, blah, blah. Now everyone's turning on everyone. They're just saying the same shit that I said 6 months ago. Oh, guess what? We need a DMLS centre-back. Shock horror. I only called it 6 months ago. Guess what? Now we add a striker to that as well. Because my strikers can't hit a barn door. Oh my God. Nunez was so sad against Manchester United. You think I wasn't sad when I got roasted for 5-hour stream straight when they laughed at me for saying 6-0 because my forwards are fucking useless? And people want to come up here and blame Jurgen Klopp. So it's Jurgen Klopp's fault. Diaz forgot his Colombian roots and cannot even dribble past Ben White. Ben White in the Liverpool Arsenal game could have had a cigar and a coffee and some donuts and could have just laid there for 3 hours, done nothing, because Diaz did not get past him. Diaz in the Manchester United game could not dribble past Anthony. Forget Dallo, forget Wan-Bissaka. He could not dribble past Anthony. How is that Klopp's fault? It's not. But people like Selection who half listen will blame Klopp. All we just need a killer. We need a killer, bro. We need someone who gets the ball inside the 18-yard box and just boom. So that's my answer to you. We need players to win the league. So do Arsenal. Big up to Ozan Kabak, who says, as reliable as a 4-track engine made out of Legos. I mean, that is a very good analysis there. My guy, Ozan, you get me? Very good in terms of the Partey reliability. We have our own Partey in Thiago, who kind of does the same stuff. Liverpool and Arsenal have a few similarities when it comes to this title race stuff. There's a possibility Klopp might play Jota as What? Jota as left back?
finished. You're finished. You're finished. You're finished. Wallahi, you're finished. Wallahi, you're finished.
I have no response. I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say. Thank you, Nadra, for the super chat. That's all I'm going to say. Hey, set play. Jota as left back. Anyway, big up to you guys. 420 people in here. Make sure you guys are liking. Make sure you guys are subscribing to This Is Football if you're yet to do so. Everyone right now, please hit the like button and subscribe. Nadra, I don't know what you've been drinking or smoking today, but, you know, big up for the super chat. That's all I'm going to say. Might as well play Nunez at centre back. He's very good at clearances. Very good at clearances. You know, every time he gets in front of the goal, he clears it. So he's very good at clearances. Might as well do it. So now I'm going to move on more to the Liverpool side of things, and you know, just talk about Liverpool a bit. Big up to Nketiah Bimero, big up to Straight Jacket, big up to Kenneth, Nadra, Tim, Vegas Gunner, JJ, Bilal, Luke, Selection, and Ozan for the super chats. Big up to you guys. Make sure you're all liking the video. Make sure you're all subscribing to This Is Football if you are yet to do so. Please hit that like button, subscribe to This Is Football. Now, when it comes to my club, of course, Liverpool Football Club, you know, Liverpool this season, Habibis, Liverpool this season, it's just been a little bit frustrating watching some of our results. There was a guy who commented in my comment section like 2 days ago who went like, Husam, in the quadruple charge season, we really didn't beat anyone big. And I'm like, yeah, and guess what happened in the quadruple charge season? We really didn't win any big trophies. Liverpool Football Club, people, is shouting out for a forward. I'm now willing to live with my signing of the summer, Alexis McAllister, who I told people, and I defended Alexis McAllister continuously. I was one of the few people on this platform who did not shit on Alexis McAllister. That's my midfielder. That's the midfielder that I died on the hill defending. I was alone with a spear, with a shield, going like, who is going to attack McAllister? I am here with my spear, with my shield. Come attack me. Because I was defending McAllister with all my vim. And you watch us without Alexis McAllister, and my God, how much do we miss him? How much do we miss him? I miss Alexis McAllister with my whole soul. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Everyone come up here and disrespect Alexis McAllister. I was one of the few people who come up here and defend him. I told you guys, he's not a DM. Because you know what the problem is with modern day football fans? You guys want specialists in all positions. You have no respect for the generalists. Just because McAllister doesn't do anything at a 9 out of 10 level does not mean he isn't our best midfielder. Why? He does everything well on the pitch. Name one thing McAllister cannot do good on the pitch. You can't. He can dribble well, he can pass well, he can shoot well, he can cross well, he's press resistant, he keeps the ball, he's versatile. McAllister, I miss you. And speaking of McAllister, Endo. You know, recency bias is killing my people. Recency bias is killing my people. People come up here after the Arsenal game and go like, Wataru Endo, Husam. Wataru Endo. He is actually our best signing this summer. Wataru Endo, my guys, is you know, someone who I think is been our best player, and he's unbelievable. Wataru Endo, just 2 games ago away at Crystal Palace, got pressed to pieces. Wataru Endo now elevates himself, in my mind, from laughingstock to solid Premier League level DM. Solid. That's it. I will never go over the top. I will never go over the top because I recognize that this guy still has his limitations. Endo is a solid Premier League DM. Nothing special, nothing unbelievable, nothing crazy. He's just good. Now, it's getting to the stage now where I would much rather live with Endo and McAllister in DM till the end of the season if we sign a centre-back and a striker. If we get a centre-back and we get a striker, I'd be okay with Endo and McAllister in DM till the end of the year. I have no problem with that. Now, the problem is people always want to look at the glass and always say it's half full. Other people want to look at the glass as half empty. I'm actually someone who cannot win, because I will tell you the glass is 50% occupied by water and 50% occupied by air. The reason why I can't win is the negative people think I'm too positive and the positive people think I'm too negative. I cannot win. I cannot win. But I'd rather have this correct phase of me not being able to win, but being right and actually saying it as it is about my football club than anything else. I look at this current state of Liverpool Football Club, and all it's giving me is PTSD, because 2020, 2021, Liverpool Football Club were top of the league, needing a centre-back headed into January. And we went and we signed Ozan Kabak and Ben Davies. And we ended up finishing third. Quadruple charge season. Liverpool needed that one extra piece. We never got it. And we ended up losing the league by a point. Now, I'm looking at the current state of Liverpool Football Club, and I'm saying, if we sign Inacio and Ivan Toney this January, which both are doable, Liverpool walk out this season as Premier League champions. Liverpool create a shitload of chances. Liverpool creates so many chances for you to put the ball in the back of the net. The problem is, there is no one there to put the ball in the back of the net. Ivan Toney said in an interview already, he's a childhood Liverpool fan. He's supported Liverpool his whole life. If Jurgen Klopp calls him and says, you're going to be my starting number 9, he signs for Liverpool on the dotted line ASAP. Luis Diaz's dad came out and said, I want to go to Barcelona. If I'm in Liverpool's place, I go like, you can go to Barcelona tomorrow if you want. No problem. Same way we scammed Barcelona for Coutinho, let's scam them again for Luis Diaz. Call Barcelona and go like, yo, 60 million, Diaz is yours. Massive scam. Massive scam, because Diaz can't even dribble anymore. Massive scam. Scam them. Get Diaz to Barcelona. Sign Ivan Toney. Sign Goncalo Inacio. And now you're looking at centre-back positions ready and occupied. 2 left-backs cooking. Right-back really good. Gomez I trust now. Again, he's no longer Ice Spice. He's elevated himself to Nicki Minaj. Midfielders, I'm good with. I could survive with, despite us clearly needing a DM. Forward line, Salah, Cook, Jota, Sushi. The rest, it's fucking raw. That's basically what they're cooking. Nothing. So I'm looking at the forward line and I'm saying, can we get someone to just score goals? Because I know Mo Salah is going to get me almost nearly 20 and 20. I know Mo Salah is going to get me hella assists. I know he's going to get me hella goals. Who's going to be next to him and just elevate himself to the next level? Because this becomes the $1 million question, which no one can answer. You know, people came up here after the Arsenal game and wanted to criticize Mo Salah. I think like sometimes I feel like, honestly, after coming off Twitter, I feel like I'm just so much more positive now. I'm just so much more someone who can just talk football freely now, you know, without having kind of negative clouds on my head the whole time. Mo Salah, the Liverpool forward, had an unbelievable first touch, dribbled past Zinchenko, slotted it in the near post. Great goal. Who then created our most dangerous chance? Mo Salah. Who then created our second most dangerous chance? Also Mo Salah. I'm supposed to sit up here and blame Mo Salah for the Liverpool goal, for the Liverpool not scoring a goal. I had to watch Luis Diaz stink up the pitch for 60 minutes straight. I had to watch Jurgen Klopp make substitutions who actually cost us the game, yet you want to blame me. Yet you want to blame Mo Salah. The reason why Liverpool didn't win the game is Klopp's substitutions. Elliot moving to right wing, Mo down the middle, and Nunez on the left is the worst decision Klopp has made all year on the football pitch, because it just killed the entire momentum of the game. Taking off Curtis Jones, who was actually our best midfielder in the first 15-20 minutes, was just stupid. Stupid decisions. I really wish he just kept Curtis Jones and Endo. He should have just brought off Szoboszlai and Diaz for Nunez, and that's it. Those substitutions completely killed our momentum. I thought Curtis Jones was actually fantastic. And I'm looking at Jurgen Klopp and his stubbornness and the huggy, lovey-dovey approach this season. And I'm going like, how can we change this? We can change this by being ruthless. Diaz's dad said he wants to go to Barcelona. Send him to Barcelona. Get me Ivan Toney. Give Nunez his last chance this year, second half of the season. And get me a centre-back. It's getting to the stage where I would rather play Szoboszlai left wing than see Luis Diaz start, who has been objectively our worst forward this whole year. Our worst forward this whole year by far has been Luis Diaz. Guy can't dribble, can't pass, can't keep the ball, can't create, can't shoot. Why playing football for me? No reason. No reason whatsoever. So we have to accept who we are. I will not lower my standards. I will continue to call out Klopp when need be. I will continue to call out FSG when need be. I will continue to call out all these guys. If Liverpool Football Club do not sign these two positions in January, we're just not winning the league. Simple. Give up on the league. We have become a Europa League team and a Carabao Cup team. We win these two competitions with ease, in my opinion. But the Premier League, we could be 2 points behind. We could be 1 point behind. We could be top of the league on May 1st, and I still wouldn't believe we're going to win the league, because these two positions eventually are going to cost us. So for me, I'm looking at Liverpool as a team that is not good enough to win the league as currently constructed. People laugh at me for my Arsenal take. Arsenal have much stronger depth than us, which is why I have them above us. And Arsenal have a difference maker in midfield that we currently don't have, unfortunately for us, for whatever reason. So I think Arsenal are in a slightly better position than us. And all this can be changed if we just sign two players. We need Ivan Toney and we need a centre-back. We sign these two positions, I know we will be lifting the Premier League title come May time. Fact, we will be lifting the Premier League title. As things stand, we're going to win the cups. That is all. Anyway, before I wrap up, let me just read the super chats. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. 400 people in here, guys. For all the 400 people here, before I read the super chats and wrap up, big up to you guys for all the love in the month of December. Make sure you guys are liking, subscribing, sharing the videos everywhere. Please share the videos everywhere as well, because the target is to get to 25,000 subscribers before the end of the month. 25,000 subscribers. There's only 300 and something subscribers away. That is the target. So please tell everyone of your friend about this channel. Tell everyone, share the videos everywhere. And listen, we continue to grow from strength to strength. If you told me a year ago I'm gonna have 400 people watching me on a stream where I will tell my opinions on everyone by myself without a panel, I would be like, you're crazy. But here we are. Big up to you guys for the love, man. Let me read out the super chats. Big up to my guy Aslan, who says, if Jim Ratcliffe puts in a top football structure, which seems likely, they are set forever because of spending power, whereas LFC's advantage end when Klopp leaves. 100% Aslan, and this is exactly why I want us to take advantage of the window where we're in right now and put a Premier League title on the table. At least one more. minimum. And the only way we can do that is in the transfer market. We will lose or win the Premier League title in this transfer market. Simple. Nothing else. Nothing else to be said on Liverpool Football Club. Guys, who are we lying to? Honestly, I want to ask all the Liverpool fans who believe we're going to win the league. Who are you lying to? Who are you lying to yourself? Because you're looking in the mirror and saying, I am going to lie to myself. I believe Liverpool can win the league, which is crap. We all know we're going to challenge. We're going to be there and thereabout. Are we going to win it? No. Because we don't have enough killers in this team and we have players missing in key positions. Unless by God's miracle, we have 0 injuries from now to the end of the season. Nunez suddenly decides to know how to score goals. Diaz suddenly knows how to dribble past players. Then we're just not winning the league, bro. That's just the reality. Enjoy the Europa League wins. And hopefully we don't run into Mourinho's side. Big up to Husam, I'm with you. Forward and centre back is more important than DM, both in January. Yes, and sometimes with certain things, you watch your club, you understand your club, and you're like, yo, I changed my mind. My club needs something else now. And going into the season, I said Liverpool have the best forward line in the league because we got Mo, we got Gakpo, Nunez, Diaz, Jota. And now all I'm saying is we got Mo, and inshallah, that's our forward line. So we need a forward. I do agree with you. I hope Jurgen waits until the summer to sign a centre back and a DM. Bun, Inacio, soft youth, not what we need if Trent plays this quarterback shift. You know, a selection, I've actually given up on you. You will forever be edgy. You're the most edgy guy in this entire comment section. I'm not going to call you an Everton fan, but clearly you don't like Klopp. You dislike Klopp. The reason why you don't want us to sign players in January, because you know if we do sign players, we do win the league. And you just want to come back and tell me, Husam, it's been this much and Jurgen Klopp has not won the league. Are you Klopp out now? Because you're obviously Klopp out and you want one of them, just new ass managers wearing a suit and tie, looking real cute, and he's 33 or some shit. That's what you want. You don't want any gray hair guy. You just want some young guy who does some wild shit. You want De Zerbi because he has a nice haircut. He looks like the guy who makes the pasta on the cooking channel. I forgot his name, Guy Fieri, but without... See? خلاص selection next time. Instead of just doing all this awkward roundabout crap, just say, I want Klopp gone, I want De Zerbi. Just say it as it is. Why do you come up here and you do this stupid shit every time where you know you're wrong deep down? And you see how I called them out? Because you know why? Because selection is my guy. I know selection. Just tell me, just come here and tell me, I want De Zerbi and khalas. No need to do all this roundabout. Get me to answer dumb shit and then just say, bring me De Zerbi. Just send in next time, just send in 9.99 super chat. De Zerbi to Liverpool. Done. Khalas. No problem. I accept your opinion. Your opinion is your opinion. Tom Little, the fraudulent Beatles grandson, wanted Amarim last season. Even worse than De Zerbi. It's okay. We accept opinions on this channel. Feel free to say you want De Zerbi. Feel free to say that. I have no problem with that. But I have a problem with you saying all this stupid shit like, don't sign a player in January. And in your mind, you have ulterior motives. Yo, the reason why I don't want to sign anyone is so Klopp doesn't win the league. So we get him sacked. طب خلاص, come here from the start and tell me, I want De Zerbi. No problem. You think I will cook you? No problem. Here, you want the dumb takes? I can play you dumb take. He's on my channel every week. You want to hear the dumb shit that I was objected to last season? Here's the dumb shit. There you are. There you are. Where is it? Where is it?
And Husam, don't say anything about this when I say it. I think...
Wait, that was the wrong one. Where's the other dumb shit? Where is it? Trying to find it. 1 sec. This guy thinks I like... Bro, I had a lot to live with, bro. Let me show you right now. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Is it this? Yeah! No, it's not this. Where the hell is the Tom Little video, bro? Here.
I don't know who to go to first. I'm going to go to you, Tom, as Liverpool got smacked up today. What are you saying?
It's okay, Tom.
Jürgen, mate, I love you, but it's time to go. I think this is what it's come to. I don't think the players are buying into it anymore. I really don't, because I looked at that game beforehand.
opinions are forever welcome on the channel. Your opinions are forever welcome. All I'm asking you for next time selection is instead of you doing this massive roundabout where you're just gonna ask for Klopp to get sacked, might as well just ask it to begin with. Just come here and go like, yo, get me the Zerbi and khalas, keep it stepping. We will still accept your opinion anyway, even though you're a dunce bat. Oh my lord. Where was the next super chat? Big up to, yeah, this is the edgy one. Big up to Free Martinelli. No way, it's man like Musty in the chat. Hey. Man like Musty, big up to you, Habibi. You think LFC will survive when Mo's at AFCON? Hell no, we won't survive. Hell no, we won't survive when Mo is in AFCON. My blood clot. You think we will survive? Come on, man. What? You think we'll survive? Only way we survive is if we score goals from set pieces. I want us to keep shooting at the opposition goal so we keep getting corners. Or the only way, actually, I have an idea. I think when Mo goes to AFCON, we should play Virgil van Dijk striker. Honestly. I think we should play Virgil van Dijk striker. The only good thing I will say, though, Musti, is big up to you, is maybe Jota's back. So maybe he can find the back of the net. The other three, mashallah. Mashallah, their goal scoring record. Mashallah. Amazing. 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 Maybe bring Van Dijk, you know, prototypical. Play Van Dijk and Jota next to each other, you know, 4-4-2. Van Dijk up top. He can be our new Stephen Cocker, you know. Him and Jota, 4-4-2. Let's rock and roll. Let's rock and roll. Big up to you, Musti. Big up to bro, wallahi, there is no other choice. Van Dijk is better. Guys, who would you rather play striker for Liverpool? Van Dijk or Nunez? Be honest. Chat. Chat, if you don't say Van Dijk, you lying. Musti, wallahi, it's been difficult. It's been difficult. Not sure if Barca want Diaz now. Also, we have no room for another striker, and who's ready to buy our flop and injury-prone star? What do you mean we have no room for another striker? Habib, bring me Ivan Toney now. Bring me Ivan Toney now. What do you mean you have no room? There is plenty of room for Nunez on the bench, for Diaz on the bench. Sit them on the bench. Bring me someone who can score a goal because I've had enough. I've had enough, Robbie Blood. Get him out, Blood. Get him out, fam. Big up to Ozan Kabak who says, is Carvalho an option or is he not good enough for LFC? You know, Ozan Kabak, you win the award for the second most edgy guy, you know, on this whole stream. Fabio Carvalho revisionism makes me laugh. Like Fabio Carvalho is some sort of fucking generational footballer. He's some mid guy, bro. There's a reason why Leipzig don't start him. He's not even good enough for Leipzig. Obviously, he ain't good enough for us. Would he be a good option? Okay, no problem. Maybe he'd be a good option. Someone played Van Dijk and Haaland up front against me in Ultimate Team. Wallahi, they cooked. See? My ideas, at least they're based on something, you know? I know Van Dijk can win a header. All we have to do is spam FIFA 12 type shit. Trent cross, Van Dijk header. Hat-trick right there. Directly. Big up to Joe Cavalier who says FSG are cheap and use the academy to fix issues. Yeah, and they will continue to be cheap. Yet there will continue to be people to back FSG. Alhamdulillah, we were in the middle of our winning run. And I tweeted FSG out when we were in the middle of our winning run. I don't care. I'll be FSG out until they show me that they actually want to win, which I know they don't. That's why Sheikh Jassim, you didn't get Manchester United, call me. Call me, Sheikh. Let's get this done. Let's get this party started. You get me? Sheikh Jassim, Liverpool owner. Here comes the money. Here we go. Money talks. Here comes the money. Money. Let's just swap Nunez Diaz for Tony better return. You know what I think we could do? Call Brentford, give them Luis Diaz and money for Ivan Toney. That way you have your replacement and I get my player. Boom. Boom. Luis Diaz, I think, is Brentford level anyway. Big up to you, Joe. And we're always FSG out. Let's get that in. Big up to Selection says, no motive, fam. I just don't think there's a top caliber signing available in January. I want Tapsoba as my centre back. That's all. I'm not paying 60 million for Inacio. So let me tell you how you're 100% wrong. First of all, Inacio won't cost 60 million to begin with. So you're wrong over there. The latest information coming out is 38 million is going to be his price tag. Second of all, Tapsoba, I'm taking him too. I have no problem with that. Third of all, there's no top caliber signing available. Ivan Toney is top caliber signing that's available. Inacio, Palhinha. I could go on and on and on and on. Can you stop acting like I'm Tom Little asking for Onana from Everton? You know, selection. Selection. Tom Little's asking for Onana. At least I'm asking for some good players, you know? Respectfully. Like, at least I'm asking for some good players. I have some shame, man. I'm not asking for Onana from Everton, bro. You know, Tom Little, he asking for Onana from Everton. You know, me, at least I'm asking for some decent players, bro. Like, get me some decent players and I'm happy. That guy asking for Onana from Everton, not me. I saw one Onana this summer and I'm like, nope. So I still think those players who might not be amazing selection still are good enough to improve us to win the league. Wallahi, you are a fraud, bro. Big up to you, selection, my brother. Big up to Mo, who says Soboslai, Jota, Virgil van Dijk, front three when Mo. I'm all for it. All for it. Jota on the left, Soboslai on the right, Virgil van Dijk down the middle. Boom. Boom. Why not? Why not? Virgil van Dijk would bang. Virgil van Dijk would bang as Liverpool striker. Why not? He got pace and power. You get me? He can score headers. Oh, think of it. All we need, low-key, is Trent to spam crosses into Virgil van Dijk's head. Goal, 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 goal. Let's go. Elliot right wing also would work. Guys, brilliant from Sean and Toka there. Elliot right wing. Jota left wing. Virgil van Dijk down the middle. No problem with that whatsoever. No problem with that. Let's rock and roll, Mo. And finally, big up to Enigma says, Husam, you talk too much. It's Xmas. Take a day off. My brother, you need to understand something. I do not celebrate Christmas. I do not celebrate Christmas. So this is just another day for me. And second of all, the reason why I'm doing a show right now by myself is I didn't even invite anyone on today's show, because a part of me being Muslim is being respectful to other people. So what I decided to do today is I did not invite anyone on this stream, despite I know there's 2, 3, 4, 5 people who I can bring on the stream happily. But out of respect that Christmas is a day where they spend with their families, where they spend with their loved ones, where they tell the people that they love it, that they love them, they have good food, you know, they enjoy each other's time, each other's company. I'm not going to come up here and ask them, yo, can you take off an hour and 25 minutes of your day to come work on my channel? I refuse to do that. So I respected everyone to go ahead and celebrate and do their thing. But for me personally, Habibi, I do not celebrate it. You get me? So, yeah. But I appreciate you for the super chat, though. Big up to Queen Nadra, who says Ryan Babel or Nunez. You know Ryan Babel? There was a goal he scored. I think it was against Real Madrid. I don't think I've seen Nunez make a finish like that his whole Liverpool career. There was a goal. Please, after the stream ends, go watch Liverpool 4, Real Madrid 0. Bro, we cooked the shit out of Real Madrid. We cooked the crap out of Real Madrid. Ryan Babel scored a banger that day. Oof. By the way, Steven Gerrard, after that week, Zidane came out and said Gerrard's better than Messi and Ronaldo, by the way. Yes, that's what he said. Like, honestly. Like, he actually fully came out and said he's better than Messi and Ronaldo, because Gerrard cooked the shit out of Madrid and Man United in the same week. We won 4-1 away at Old Trafford, 4-0 against Real Madrid at Anfield. Bro, we cooked. We cooked. That week was unbelievable. And for some reason, Dosena scored twice. Dosena scored against Man United and against Real Madrid. And you know, we want to hear the funny part. 344 of you in here. 300 of you are going, do who? Do so what? Is that guy Korean? That's what you guys are thinking. Andrea Dosena was an Italian left back, bald fraud we signed for the 08-09 season. He scored 2 goals in his Liverpool career. One against Real Madrid, one against Man United in the same week. I can still remember the commentary. Dosena, he can loop it over Van der Sar. When we scored the 4th goal. That's it, Dosena. None of you even remember Dosena. But see, this is why I laugh when people call me a fake Liverpool fan, or, you know, this guy was a Chelsea fan and then he became a Liverpool fan. Bro, I lived this my whole life, bro. That week was my best week. My best week in school. I cooked everyone. I cooked everyone. People think like football wars and shit like that is new. Bro, that was my whole life. But that week, 08-09, Man United 1, Liverpool 4. Real Madrid 0, Liverpool 4. That week, everyone in school, I walked like a king. No one could open his mouth. No one could say anything. Yo, how are you, Husam? Good morning. 4-1. Yo, how are you, Husam? Good afternoon. 4-0. Just dunk on everyone. I dunked on that whole school, bro. Jibril Cisse or 4-track? Yo, Jibril Cisse was low-key underrated. And I look at Jibril Cisse in a positive light. I will never say anything negative about Jibril Cisse. Jibril Cisse scored a great goal in the FA Cup final in 2006 as well. I was a youngster. Guy scored a great goal. I think it was a Gerrard assist. Volley? Oof. Jibril Cisse was really a good player, you know. I think he's very underrated. Very underrated. And I will always look at him in a positive light, never negative. The negative guy is El Haj Diouf, not Jibril Cisse. Big up to you, my guy. Ozan, big up to Will, who says, was there Saturday? Amazing atmosphere, but we're still 3 players short for sure. Already drawn way too many games. See? Will Alexander is a scouser. He's a local. He goes to the game. And he's telling you exactly what I'm telling you. Just because I'm a guy from Jordan, from halfway across the world, does not mean that I don't know what I'm talking about. Guys, when it comes to my football club, everyone laughs at me. And then 5 months later, you all say the same shit that I say. So from now on, I would like to give you guys advice. Just listen to me from the start. Don't laugh at me. Just listen to my actual arguments. And you're going to go like, yo, this crazy Arab guy actually knows what he's saying 90% of the time, because 3/4 of his fan base is saying Nunez should step up, is saying we don't have enough goals, is saying we need the DM, is saying we need the center back. Oh, shock horror. I said 4 months ago. So big up to you, Will, and big up to you for being part of a great atmosphere, by far the best atmosphere at Anfield as well this season. So yeah, that's what I would say. Guys, we're really only 2 signings away. Center back and striker. We signed those 2, we're winning the league. I'm sorry. We're just walking the league. Mo Salah just needs a running mate, and I'm just worried if Matip gets injured again. If with Matip's injury, that Konate or someone gets injured again, God forbid. But thank you, Will, for the super chat, and thank you as well for being part of that crazy good atmosphere at Anfield as well. Speaking of Will, big up to Will, Nketiah's lawyer, Bimero, big up to Straight Jacket, big up to Enigma, Kenneth, Mo, Joe, Nadra, big up to Free Martinelli, my brother, big up to Vikas, Tim, Vegas Gunner, Sidi, Aslan, Ozan, Selection, The Fraud, JJ, Bilal, and Luke for the super chats. Big up to you guys. Please do hit the like button. Please do subscribe to This Is Football if you're ready to do so. Everyone right now, please like the video. Subscribe to This Is Football. The road to 25,000 subscribers continues. That is our goal. That's our target for this year. Before the end of the year, we want to hit it. So make sure you guys are sharing. Tell your friends about the channel. Go take your mom's phone, subscribe. Take your brother's phone, subscribe. Take your sister's phone, subscribe. Take your dad's phone, subscribe. Whoever is there around you right now, just subscribe with their phone. Turn the notifications off of those so they don't unsubscribe when they get the notification. Big up to you guys. I love you all. And we'll see you guys back tomorrow, inshallah. 2 back-to-back watch-alongs. And then after that, inshallah, we'll be doing the Liverpool match reaction. Unless Liverpool lose, God forbid, then we will have a crisis meeting. Never mind the match reaction. And I actually, funnily enough, I actually think tomorrow might be the Darwin Nunez game. Hey, he might cook Burnley. That might be one club he might cook. Yeah, I hope so at least. Yalla, see you guys tomorrow, inshallah. Peace out.